Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and 1, Mayfield. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Carry by Elliott. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Elliott's the ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Looking for Perry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Tackle made back at the...
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Mayfield. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. And the Eagles out in front early. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
1-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. The first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups. Like right now, they are all over.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah,
and the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. 21-0 our score after 1.
21. Cowboys nothing.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And Mayfield again with the interception. His third. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the Giants first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 10 more there and another first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a sec, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD.
Touchdown.
Daniel Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
And his kick is right through.
Score Giants 28. Cowboys nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And 4.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here comes Peppers. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And touchdown, New York. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants just continue to pour it on.
The kick is
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Giants 35. Cowboys nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
From the 27, Mayfield. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman.
Mayfield's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Mayfield looks to throw. Cooper's got it. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
At the 40-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Credit that break up to Greedy Williams.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Shedding through the tackle. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best 1st half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss, here's 2nd and 12 from the 18. From the gun, Jones. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Throwing on second and long. Jones. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense off the offense, now it's their turn to take it downfield.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Tenth carry now for Elliott. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
At the Giants' 14-yard line.
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tackle made.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Cowboys trot out Greg Zuerlein. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
20-yard attempt.
And the 10-year bet knocks it through the goalpost. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And some space here. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 at a 1st down. From the gun, Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time. The collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And all the way down to the 26. A big play here for Dallas. 53 yards. Mayfield on first down. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what.
And now here's another interception. Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. 88 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
21 is
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Elliott. He's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Wide open, complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 74 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This will make it into the end zone. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Gerald McCoy able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Third down.
The Cowboys on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be third and a mile. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Throwing, Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time. Because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him. But how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good? They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And He's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Cowboys 3.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.